I'm Andi the Knittress, and this is my podcast about knitting, spinning, crocheting, and things of the like. Welcome to episode 4. Thank you for returning if you're returning, and thank you for stopping by to check me out if you're new. Today I have a few things to share. I figured out that 2 weeks is probably best for me. I was trying to get it to where I could upload every week, but I don't want to make that much commitment in my life to have to do this every week. I'm not a yarn dyer or a seller of anything. This is really just for me, actually, just, to share a little bit of my yarny world with all of you. So I'm gonna keep it at 2 weeks. I think that's gonna work best for me. So today I have a few things to share. The first of which is my daughter's sweater. This is a top-down raglan that I knit from Ann Budd's handy book of top-down sweaters. I fudged a little bit in reading the directions, which I explained last week. So it's got a little bit of like the batwing shape, but that's totally in, and she loves it, and she looks really adorable in it. So this is the finished product. I have done a tubular bind off on all of the edges, which was way easier than I thought it would be. This is done in Lion Brand Mandala, and Elite Yarns is this gold here. I don't remember the exact name. I talked about it last week, and it is in my project notes if you are completely interested in exactly what it was, but she absolutely loves it. I did a little bit of short row shaping to give it a little bit of like a high-low look, so it covers her rear end a little bit. It's just super cute, and it smells really nice. I used a little soak that I had gotten in my fiber box from Paradise Fibers last week. It was pineapple something or other. I don't know. It's already thrown away. But yeah, so there's like a piece of grass. She wore it to school, so it's super cute. It is soft, it smells good now, and yeah, so that's done, and that took up a majority of my knitting last week. And the other thing that I finished, which I'm super excited about, are my grandmother's socks. So now I can mail them to her. These have been done for a little bit, and I have been holding off mailing them to her so that I could show them to you all. And these are Artemis Socks. The pattern is by Melinda Meeser, and the yarn is all dyed up yarn, and it was a sock blank that I got in my Yarn Crush box. But I just really love these socks and how they turned out. They are super cute. I did a Fleagle heel instead of an afterthought heel. I'm not to a point where I want to try an afterthought heel yet. I know it's probably really super easy to do, but I'm just not there yet. But I really love these, and I like, they look like water. I don't know. It's very cute. So I can't wait to send these off to her and get her to send me a picture of them on her feet. I really hope they fit her. I'm pretty sure they will. My son wears a size 7 shoe, and that is right around the same size as her foot. So So I had him try them on for me. Plus, I went with measurements, for her shoe size. So they should work. But they are super cute. And those are done. The other thing that I finished, and he's completely excited, is my husband's socks. Yeah, so this is just basically like a vanilla sock with a 2x2 rib cuff, and this is Jowl Superwash, and it comes with reinforcement thread, and I have reinforced the toes as I knit, but because I did a fleal heel, I'm going to have to go back in and reinforce the heel, like sew in the reinforcement. But they fit him so good, and he loves the colors, and I just really like how they turned out. The only thing that is not so good is I don't have a sock blocker big enough for his foot. I thought that, oh, I'll get the large and that'll be good. He wears a size 13 shoe, so his sock's gonna be like a 12. So the sock blocker's like right there. That's like several inches. But he's talking about making me some sock blockers for his socks, so that'll be cool. We'll see when that happens, but I just like the way these colors turned out, and they almost striped up like identical, like almost, not quite. They're just a little off. You can see there at the top, and I knit them 2 at a time on size 1s, so they're identical. Everything I did in one sock I did in the other. I really just like doing 2 at a time. And those are all of my completed things for this week. So we'll just jump right into what I have on the needles. And I have a couple of things that I'm working on. A couple of old projects and a couple of new projects. The one that I saw most of my knitting, other than the finished items, is my Halloween socks. I went ahead and cast these on. I really love these. This is Knitted Wit contrasting toe, and I'm going to do a contrasting heel and cuff with that as well. This color is called Tanzanite, and this sparkly, I don't know if you, yeah, you can see that sparkle. That is SpindleWarpsYarns on Etsy, and I ordered a few of her sparkle socks, and I showed you those last time. But I went ahead and cast these on, and I'm almost to the heel. Almost. I think I'm about an inch away before I do my heel. So loving those. So excited. And the other thing that I have on knitting needles is socks that I cast on, another pair for my husband. The Halloween socks are just going to be a vanilla sock with a fish lips kiss heel. I cast on these socks for my husband. It's just a toe, not much to look at. This is Blazing Fibers, and they are a dyer out of Hillsboro, Oregon, I do believe. I will double check the label in just a second. And this colorway is Pineapple Express, and I'm going to make these socks in a pattern that I got in my Yarniverse for my Yarn Crush box in January, and they are going to be Apollo socks. So they're going to look like that. It's just a little bit of textural detail on the front of the sock. So yeah, and that is another pattern by Melinda Meeser. Yeah, so those are going to be Apollo socks. Let's see, Yes, they are out of Hillsboro, Oregon. So that's Blazing Fibers, and that is in the colorway Pineapple Express. So it's really cute because when I cake these up, they kind of do, they look like, you know, like I really get pineapple from that. It looks like a pineapple. Yeah. So my 2 socks. The other thing that saw a lot of my time was something that I started. Originally it was just a weird little, I was just wanting to use up some of the extra yarn that I had from Scarlet's sweater. So I took the cake and I just separated all of the colors into little balls, because the cake originally comes like this. And I just separated it all into their own little individual colors. And I started to crochet a hexagon afghan. So here's the first one. I tried to do this completely, this one completely on my own. I'm not like a crocheter. I know how to crochet. It's not something I've been doing for a long time, so I'm not great at it. So I just tried to figure it out on my own. So that one's a little wonky, but it'll work. It's fine. So then I went and I searched on YouTube hexagon afghan, and I clicked on a video that I liked, and it was by Fiber Flux, and so I will link their video below, and just followed their instructions on how to make these hexagons. And I've just been crocheting them together as I go, and I kind of sort of figured out how to do a half one. I started originally like just actually went in half, and then it didn't work. It only came up to here. So then I'm like, okay, I gotta go like 3/4 of the way around a hexagon, and I figured it out. It'll work. I really don't care. I'm just going to put this on the back of my couch when it's done. I think it'll look super cute when it's all done, just spread out on the back of my couch, you know, like everybody has these blankets. So that, yeah, that is in Lion Brand Mandala. It was the leftover that I had from Scarlet's sweater is what I started it with, but I decided to get another cake so that I can have enough to cover the whole length of my couch. And I'm doing that in size 5mm crochet hook, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. And the other thing that I've worked a lot on, and I really, really love, are my weather blankets. So I showed you these maybe last time, a time or two ago. And this one is my father-in-law's. I've only done, you know, from there to here, but it's not only, I've done from there to here. I'm really proud of these. I like this. This fills my time when I'm bored of whatever, you know, when I just don't feel like knitting at the moment. And so pick up my crochet hook and put a couple stripes on these. That one's my father-in-law's, and then this one is mine, and I love it. I really like this chevron pattern because it's textured. I have gone from, let's see, where am I at? Yeah, the green up here. So I've gone from here all the way up on mine. Mine is all a little more work, but in my defense, mine had less work on it to begin with. So I just really like the texture because I'm crocheting in the back loop, so it gives it like a fun texture. I like these colors, and I showed you last time it's gonna have all of these colors in it. eventually once I get, you know, to the summer months, and then it'll go back to the fall. Actually, this one has to go all the way up here to the hotter side because we never had any really cold days. I wanted to still use the purple. And I have my sweater that I worked on a little bit. Let's see. So yeah, I didn't do much, only about an inch. So this is my sweater, and it is top down raglan, also from Ann Bud's book. It's a little wrinkly, it's been crunched up in a bag. Got into this purple again. So I've gone from that progress keeper down, so it's about an inch. I kind of have slowed down on the sweaters because it's gotten warmer here. So I haven't seen so much of my work. I've been knitting on the socks a lot. And I was going to show you my husband's sweater, but I think that I only did about the same. And there's not a whole lot of reason to pull it all out of its bag if I've only done about an inch. It doesn't really look any different than you saw it last time. But I don't know, those might go into hibernation for a little while because I don't need them until, you know, next fall, so I'll probably pick them up later on in the season. So the other thing that I've been working on is I've been spinning a little bit, so, well, quite a bit. I think I showed you this last time, but it was still on the bobbin and it was not plied yet. I went ahead and did a chain ply or a Navajo ply with this, and I really like how it turned out. I have not set the twist in these yet, so they're really sprungy because I over twisted them because I'm playing around with my plying and learning a few things. So this, I got 57 yards in this, and this is like a bulky. Are you gonna focus? Yeah. I really like that. This colorway is persimmon, and this is 100% Highland wool and Peruvian Highland wool that I got from Knit Picks. It was wool of the Andes. This is one of the other colorways that I have. But this one is the persimmon, and then I did the Merlot. And yeah, I think that's about accurate. I love this one so much. This is probably my best spin so far. I mean, they're all the newest one's always my best spin. So this is also a 3-ply, and I got 110 yards in a 3-ply of this. So I'm really proud of myself. You can see right here and here, when I first got it, I originally put a little bit of all of the colors together, and I was spinning them together to see how they would coordinate. And I just left that on this bobbin that I decided to do the Merlot on, and I think that they go really well together. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm all done with all of these and set them, I'm going to make some sort of cowl, I think. Not a cowl, a shawl, out of all of these colors, like, faded together. I haven't decided what shape yet, but I'm thinking like a triangle shawl, but the one that's like asymmetrical, not just a bandana shaped triangle. So this is the Merlot, and I really like it. So I think those will go good together. And then the next one that I have plied, which I haven't taken it off the bobbin yet. This is Salsa. This is, it's more orange than it's showing up a little red. So let's see. Yeah. There we go. So, you know, all these guys will be together. And on my wheel currently is the final coordinating color, which is dill. This is, I'm still spinning this, so you just get to see the fluff. This is dill. So I think that once I have all of these together, I don't know what order yet. If you have opinions what order I should put them in, write it down below in the comments. But these guys are all gonna live together. These are very fall colors to me, like the change in the leaves, and yeah, I really love this. And I'm like super proud of my spinning. So like this was a bulky, it was on the verge of an Aran, it was almost like an Aran weight, but it's a bulky. This is a worsted weight. This is also a worsted weight. So I'm getting so much more accurate, I guess, better, I don't know, accurate with my spinning. And the dill that is on my wheel currently is pretty thin, so I'm hoping that that it'll end up being like a sport weight. Eventually I'd like to spin sock yarn. And that's all I've got today. Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, it is a whole lot. It's like 2 weeks worth of work. Like, it's a lot of progress, a lot of time. A lot of my time's gone into that. And I just want to thank you for spending part of your day with me. I'm gonna probably be back in about 2 weeks, and we'll see if that works. Maybe it'll be a little longer. I don't know. We'll see. Well, thank you.